Yeah, that's what counts, buddy.
She was like, your dad is really nice. Yeah, I never told that story in this podcast before. It's so embarrassing. Yo, what's going on? We've got Shoe Monster Tech in the house tonight. First question, brother. Why did you choose that name for your channel?
Shoe Monster Tech. Okay, so Shoes was my nickname when I was a kid. Because I guess
I was nickname.
Yeah, like my parents called me because I was all into shoes, you know, like putting on different types of shoes. I just, hey, call them shoes. So they still call me that to this day. So I figure monster, you know, shoe monster, you know, monster like hell yeah, and I threw tech at the end, and that's really it. I didn't really think much of it. I just kind of threw it together.
It kind of sticks though, you know, like the name. I mean, when I saw it, right, I was like, oh, maybe he's into like boots and shit, you know, because I'm into that too. I mean, I don't talk about a lot about it on the channel, but if I had more money, I'd be buying a lot of these like rugged boots, like from Wolverines and Thursday Boot Company and shit like that. I'm into that stuff too, you know.
Yep. I like my Converse, my Vans.
Yeah, I like that.
Morels.
I wear Palladiums. Like I wear like kicks that aren't too expensive. So Palladiums are kind of like a Converse boot hybrid. So they're canvas and comfortable as fuck, but then it's like a Converse, dude, but it's like a boot too. So that's what I'm wearing right now most of the time. Dude, so
there you go.
The reason why I asked you to be on is, you know, on this podcast, it doesn't matter how many subs you have. If you know, I've had Shabazz on here, I've had Complex, I've had all these other guys, but I like talking to the creators that are just starting out too, that put in a lot of work. That's kind of like been my running theme for the past couple of episodes. I think it's like I'll find these creators that I like vibe with, and I like their content on their Instagram. I could tell on their YouTube they're putting in work. They work on the thumbnails. They post regularly. That's kind of like what I'm looking for right now. If I snag a big fish like Shabazz or Advanced Knife or something like that, again, like that's cool too.
Yeah.
But I like,
by the way.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like when I got Shabazz, like that was just not planned. I mean, I don't know if you listened to that episode, but basically he was like, are you ready to go in 45 minutes? Like when I asked him in that day. And I cleared my schedule. You know what I mean? Dinner was just made, and I told my girl, like, put it away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you have to do that for Nick, but yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I saw your channel, and I see the thumbnails. I see what I like the most is like your intros. You put these kind of like little small edits, like kind of like a vlog style thing, and then you splice in pictures and stuff too. Like, did you always have that formula? Or did that something just, you know, kind of...
honestly, man, when I started out, it was just for shits and grins. You know, it was like, I don't know. I watched a lot of vape videos.
Dude, me too.
Yeah, I mean, I quit smoking and started vaping, and it, you know, I feel a lot better now. So, you know, and I watched all like Twisted 420, Indoor Smokers.
Oh my! I was about to fucking mention him. Cause he's so funny. Twisted 420.
Love him, man. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
So yeah, keep going.
But so like I was like, oh, you know, I've always been like a everyday carry person. I didn't really know it was a thing until honestly this year. Yeah, it was like Best Damn EDC. I think I was watching.
Oh, he's great.
Of course, I've always watched Nick Shabazz, and you know, just watch the different knives, and I'm learning as I'm going. You know, I don't know all the knives like they do. I'm just learning as I go. And when I do my review videos, I pretty much just do what I know. You know, that's what I try to do. So, shit, where was I going with that? I forget.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I do. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm like gonna be 5 years in probably like next summer, and I've had this channel for like 4 years or something like that.
Nice.
And I still don't know anything. Like I am strictly an aesthetics, action, and ergonomics guy. I mean, I'm in New York City. I'm not out there like feathering shit. I'm not whittling. I'm not doing any of that. You know, there's no city crafting. I'm not out. I mean, the funny thing is I would love to do outdoor stuff. You know, like my girl and I, like we can't go hiking in the woods or like in some hilltops or something like that. But we like hike in the city. Like we'll walk like 4, 5, 6 miles just around the city and not take the train or
Is
anything.
it New York, right?
I'm in New York City, bro. Not even New York.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
wow. Okay.
being a knife guy here is like, I mean, I'm an anomaly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people are just like, what? Are you kidding me? And like you
Yeah.
carry, like when you look on my Instagram, it's all knives. And then people ask me like, what what kind of content do you produce on YouTube? And I was like, I talk about folding knives. They're like, what do you mean? Like they only know the M Tech, the mall ninja type stuff, and then I have to
Yeah.
explain to people, being into knives is like being into anything that involves like engineering or manufacturing. Like there are levels to it. Like,
Yeah.
it's like how car guys are into cars and they break down everything. Like knife guys do the same thing, like
Yeah.
different
Oh
knives
yeah.
feel different. And yeah, like that's just how I am here. But yeah, I only talk about the things that I know, and I'll often miss stuff. And the people that watch me know way more than me. I tend to fall back on that a lot. Like I'm honest that I don't know everything. I tell them, if you're looking for a video that's going to help you make a decision on a purchase,
Yep.
this is not the place to be. If you
Yeah.
want if
Yeah.
you want a video that's lighthearted, it's just a guy that's like as enthusiastic as you but doesn't know a lot, and some editing work, that's Everyday City Carry. If you want
Oh
a
yeah, man.
podcast, that's Everyday City Carry. You know what I mean?
There you go. That's honest, man. That's people love honesty.
Yeah, and you know what I love about your videos though. I watched a bunch today. You have like music going on in the background. It's got this very chill vibe, and the way that you
Yeah.
talk
Yep.
is very laid back. This like
Yep.
probably the most chill, laid back like YouTube channel I've ever watched. But it works for you, man. I really like what
Nice.
you're
Thanks.
doing. How long have you been in the hobby?
Um, honest, like everyday carry or YouTube.
How about your YouTube channel? Let's start with that. How long have you had it up?
Since February, I think February or
Yeah.
March, something like that.
You're doing good
So
then, because you
thanks,
got
man.
numbers up there. How do you like it so far? Like, do you have any like structure to how you put out videos? Are you trying to upload like once a week? Like, what's your thing like?
Honestly, yeah, I try to do a couple videos a week. At least one video a week. Life goes on, and you got other stuff to take care of. Um, but yeah, I mean, I try to do the most I can. I love it. I love doing it. I honestly do, and
Mm-hmm.
it's a learning process. I mean, the whole editing thing, and at first I was doing voiceovers, and because you mainly see my hands in most of my videos. That's all you see. So I was like, I'll do voiceovers, and kind of I read a lot when I'm
Yeah.
like my notes I have. I do my videos, but then I got into just going with the flow and just throwing away the voiceovers. It just took too long,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt like I was more involved with the video without the voiceovers.
Yeah.
So, and since then, I mean, it's really been kind of jumping up there, and it surprised me. Like I said, it's been like for shits and grins, and all of a sudden, people
Mm-hmm.
are actually subscribing. I'm like, well, that's pretty cool. I guess
Yeah.
I'll keep doing it and just put some more work into it, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what's been going on. So,
Yeah, the thing that I find, the reason why I think I'm gonna be stuck in this community forever is that I watch a lot of other YouTube, and I like to see what the other scenes are doing, like outside of
yeah,
EDC, right? Like
yeah,
I watch the
yeah,
photo
yeah.
guys, I watch the cinematographers, I watch a lot of I don't watch a lot of Twitch, but I conversate with a lot of Twitch streamers on Twitter. That my Twitter is all like minority, like gamers, streamers, and anime geeks. So like it's a
Yep, yep.
completely different crowd than any of my other platforms, which I absolutely love. They're streaming
Right
on
on.
Twitch all the time, and I like to see what everyone's doing. I think that's really my main hobby right now, is to see like what's working. You know what I mean? Like
Yep,
I,
yep.
I I'm on TikTok, and then actually the crazy thing that happened to me on TikTok like last week, one of my videos hit 90,000 views and like all these likes and comments. I was
Wow.
like, what the fuck
Yeah,
is going on, right? And
yeah.
my boy Everyday Minimalist, who's like skyrocketing on YouTube right now, he told me to just do 15-second clips on TikTok, because that's how he got his start in this whole thing. One of
Oh
his,
wow.
he posted a Benchmade, I think it was a bug out. He just wanted to try it, right? He posted a Benchmade bug out, like small 15-second clip, 300,000 views. Like the algorithm
Wow.
picked them up. And then that's why his channel on YouTube as well as Instagram is growing, because his TikTok audience, I think, is like over 100,000 followers right
Yep.
now. And he saw that there was an avenue to take off in that area, in that age range, because there's a lot of younger kids like liking EDC now. They just, and he's introducing the hobby to them properly, where it's like, I'm not just showing you this cool mall ninja looking knife that looks like it's badass and medieval. Like, these are knives that have good steel, good action, like, the stuff that we know.
Yeah. Yep.
And so I started doing that, man. And my TikTok like grew like 800 followers in like 3 days or something. It's like pretty insane.
Oh
So,
wow.
but that's what I like doing. I like seeing how you can take EDC content and make it work for everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm glad that you said that you like doing it, man. I think you're a creative person. You've got what is that, a guitar in the back right there?
Yeah. I used to be. I used to play music back in the day.
Yeah.
I still do, but
Yeah.
I used to actually. That was my full on hobby, was
Yeah.
playing in bands back when I was younger. And I'm 37 years old now. My
Yeah.
kids are growing up, and it's like, between work and like, well, maybe I should find a hobby that's at home instead of playing
Yeah.
gigs all the time.
Yeah.
So that was really really fun. I enjoyed doing it. It's back in the good old days. So yeah.
It's crazy. Like, I think that a lot of people don't understand what that feeling is like when you get on a
Yep.
stage and you perform for a bunch of people and they like
Yep.
what you're doing. That is the best high that you can get. Because I used
You got
to
it,
I
bud.
used to produce music like in a dance music scene for about 10 years. I was DJing at all the biggest clubs in New York City before I got into YouTube.
Oh
This is
wow.
like a long time. Like, I'm 39 right now. So I
Damn,
want to
you're
say,
39 years old?
yeah, I'm 30. I'm gonna be 40 in January. It's pretty insane. It's the Asian
Holy.
genes. Like, my family looks
Yeah. Yeah.
stupid young. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, when I was DJing, like, to like drop some song that I just remixed myself, and then they're hearing this song that's popular, but then it's like my own version, and like they're vibing to it. Like, I love that feeling. And
Yeah.
I was in the same boat as you were. I didn't have kids, but I missed the days when I did that. And I
Yep.
needed a creative endeavor to fill that gap. And YouTube and social media, like producing content, like did that thing for me. Like, it kind of like
Yeah.
saved me from going crazy, to be honest. Because I was
Yeah. Yeah.
craving that thing. Like, I would create this thing and people liked it. And I was craving that feeling. You know what I
Oh
mean? And I
yeah.
think YouTube has done that. Has the same similar thing happened with
Yeah,
your
definitely, man. Definitely. Like I used to live down in Florida for almost 20 years, and I moved back up to New Hampshire. That's where I'm at now. And I was actually raised in New Hampshire, moved down in Florida after I graduated, come back up here. And a lot of down in Florida, that's where I played all my gigs. That's where I knew that's where the music scene was for me down there. And I come back up here and I've got some of my old buddies or whatever, but everybody's kind of grown up, nobody's really
Mm-hmm.
playing gigs. It is what it is. And so yeah, I get into YouTube and it's like, yeah, I kind of get that same feeling, it's just
Just
fun. I
Yeah,
just
just
like
creating
making
something,
something.
right? Creating
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and then you getting the end result and showing it to people. And some
Yeah.
people vibe with you. I can tell, like, people do comment on your videos. Dude, some of your videos like get more hits than me. You know what I mean? Like, I was looking at your bug out like review, your bug out review, and I'm like, damn, like I didn't get that many hits like 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, you've never been in a podcast before, right?
No, this is my first. Yeah.
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 Hey, and have you ever done a face reveal before?
No, no, I don't
Oh,
think so. Yeah.
were
No,
you
I
ever?
mean, the only
Yeah,
time I've done reviews is like, before a
tabletop.
gig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like, hey, what does your band play? It's like, oh, we play heavy metal. And it's like, okay, great. We got bikers coming in this weekend. You guys are booked. All right, sweet. So yeah, that's the closest I've come to
Um.
it.
So, I mean, look. The reason why I wanted you to be on this was, again, like, this is a way to, because I have a good feeling like you're gonna get to where you want to be with YouTube. I mean, you're putting in the work. Everything looks good. I check these boxes when I try to bring a creator on. Like, are they working hard? Are they putting up content? I can see you're doing the thumbnails. You're doing some editing, right?
Yep.
Which is like kind of different. You know, people don't do that vlog style stuff as much. But I think
Yep.
in this new age of evolution for the knife community, there's going to be a little bit more of that going on.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
I've been saying that for a long time, and I'm not knocking the old style at all, because I have
Yep.
buddies that are just monsters in the community right now. They're huge, and all they
Oh
do
yeah.
is tabletop. But I think with
Yep.
this incoming of fresh blood of these younger kids that are used to the highly edited, more personable YouTube style videos, like I think that there is going to be a need for what you do, what I do. Everyday Minimalist is another one that brings that cinematic side and vlog
Yeah.
style. Have you ever watched him?
I've actually seen a couple snippets of them. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if I'm actually subscribed or not. I
The
got to check.
Asian dude,
I think I
Brandon.
am.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Asian
yeah,
dude. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He's got some B-roll going on, and I think that, like
He
that's just
just
a
he just did a banger one, didn't he?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
What's
yeah.
your
He
what's your
did. Yeah,
banger? And he had
yeah,
like
yeah.
that smooth music going in the background.
Yes, yes. And I
Yeah, yeah,
watched
yeah.
yours today too. I did one too, and it was like so silly the way I did mine. That's what I love
Nothing
doing
wrong
is
with that.
like, especially on Instagram, I love being like just so silly and doing stupid things. That's how I am in person. And I've really
Yep,
started
yep.
to do that more since Instagram Reels came out, which is like the TikTok version of Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
I put out just stupid stuff sometimes, and people
I like it, man. You got that whole action with the knife going on. I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah, double click on that. That's
yeah,
badass.
I just like just doing silly stuff. Like I've done sketches. I don't know if you watched the one with the banter, the We Knife banter, Ben
Yeah, yeah,
Peterson.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that one was the biggest one I've ever done, and Ben like shared it, and that was just me being silly because everyone misses Ben being on Knife Banter. So at the end of the video, I'm like crying like fake tears, and people really
Yeah.
like that one, man. And that's what I like doing. But oh shit, hold on, let me get this thing. All right, there we go. I'm having too much of a good time here. But yeah, I think
Yeah, you got it.
everyone has something to bring to the table, that laid back, like smooth thing you got going on. I think people are really going to vibe with that. And I know these things, man. You know, Neve's Knives?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Dude, I was the first person to comment on any of their videos. And I was like, listen, you two have something going. So just keep going. And they're like bigger than me now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
wow. Yeah.
yeah, it's just, I like to see this fresh new stuff.
Yeah,
Do
man.
you have like what are you carrying around a lot? Do you have anything with you right now? Like what's your favorite like thing right now?
As far as like a knife or
Yeah, a
a
knife. Yeah, like a
flashlight
knife.
or
Let's go knife first.
shit. I had my pair of three. My pair of three is my ultimate favorite so far. I mean,
I love the Para 3.
yeah, finally got me a lynch clip. Finally.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not something about Spyderco clips, they kind of snag on my pants and
Yeah.
just I had to figure something out. One of my Instagram buddies from the Man Cave EDC, I'm
Yeah.
part of that group on there.
Yeah.
So anybody
Cool.
wants to check that out, check it out.
Man
But
Cave EDC,
yeah, they're like,
what is that?
it's basically it started off with a guy Droid. He started it all, and if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see him. He's always commenting on my pictures and liking my stuff, and I believe I've gave a shout out to him in one of my videos.
Yeah.
But it's basically just a group of guys. We bullshit. It's like 20 of us in an Instagram group, and we just bullshit about everyday carry stuff, what's coming out, what's for sale, and other stuff,
Oh, so it's like a group
cool.
chat on Instagram.
Yep, and we also have a actual the Man Cave EDC Instagram page. Yeah.
Cool. Everybody should check that out. Shout out to the Man Cave EDC. That sounds like a pretty cool name right there. Me, what have I been carrying around a lot lately? I carried this weird freaky thing today. This is the CRKT Zan.
Oh yeah,
it's all right. I mean, there's so many
looks
things.
Pretty smooth.
It looks cool. Okay, it is assisted. It's got like a little bar inside. I don't think you can see that. But I just feel like it's very sloppy, and there's so much lock stick in this that because I fidget with this stuff all day.
Yep.
So my hands just started hurting after a while, man. But
what's the steel on that?
It's 1.4116, which is like some steel that I don't really fuck with that much, but it's that's the steal that it is. I didn't even, when I unboxed it, I released a video today, the unboxing. I
Yeah.
want to go back to that actually a little bit. So, you were talking about how you stopped doing voiceover and you felt
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you were more in the moment when you do these kind of like live recordings, right?
Yep. Yep.
I felt the same way, man. I was doing only voiceover work. If you go to the earlier days of the channel, I was doing you know how like Nick has like the good, the bad, and all that. So I did it
Yeah.
in
Yeah. Yeah.
city style, and I did, what's dope about it, what's whack about it, or if you should forget about it. That was my structure, and that's what got me like, pretty far on YouTube. I did highly cinematic reviews, vlogs around the city, just like, and I love that. But after a while, I was like, man, I don't want to script another video. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
started doing unboxings where I just did like a triple camera thing, and I would do it live, right? Like there would be a
Yeah.
front
That's pretty cool. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that just happened. I just like, what, fuck it, let me just try triple camera. No one's doing it. You know what I mean? So like I just tried it. And I do feel along with the podcast that connected me with people more. Like they started to like really get to know me a little bit more personally, and they would like
Yep.
start sending me all these crazy knives. Like
Hell yeah.
this dude, shout out to Bob B, not Bobby, sent me a custom knife factory More 5 and like an Alexander Cheburkov large Striege in the same package. Like I don't even
Oh
know
shit.
the dude. To just check
Yeah.
out, like not to keep it. Geez, if you let me keep it, I would have been like, oh. But no, I mean, but just to check out. I mean, this is like almost $1,000 worth of stuff. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
I got to check it out, did reviews on it, and like the bread and butter of this channel has become viewer donations, viewer loaners, and the Apex Pass Around group, which a bunch of reviewers are a part of, like Zach Stuff, JT's Knife Life, Nick and Cedric and Ada are in there. They participate
Nice.
sometimes. But that's I haven't bought a knife since like a year and a half ago at least, man. I think the small Archeo, which I have right here, shout out to my boy Dylan Mallory, is the last knife I
Yeah.
purchased, man.
Yeah.
Um,
That
what's
handle's slick, man. I like
yeah,
that.
dude, the patina on this has gotten so freaking
Yeah.
nice.
I
I've been
like
getting
that angle on the end there. It's
yeah,
badass.
dude, Dylan Mallory, I love his stuff, especially this one because in New York City, if I get frisked, the popo, they're gonna go like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta make
Measure it
sure,
out.
even though that's not the real way, because if you Google it, I think it's under 4 inches and you're good. But it's just really all up to not up to the officer, but depends on the situation of why you're getting frisked. Like if you're doing
Yeah. Yeah.
cartwheels on a train platform, then they're gonna probably look into your bag and check all your stuff.
Yeah, man. What do you got in there? Let me see.
Yeah, like what's your purchasing like? Like how much money do you think you shell out like on knives like a week, you think?
How much money do I shell out on knives a
Yeah,
week? Oh
yeah.
Jesus. Well, for one thing, my wifey wife, she don't let me shell out too much money.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
good.
generally, I mean, I've had companies send me knives. I've actually won a few knives off giveaways
Yeah.
off Instagram.
Wow.
I've told my friends, you guys should get on Instagram, because a lot of my friends are the EDC junkies as I am, and
Yeah.
of course they don't have any YouTubes or Instagrams. Like, you guys should
Yeah.
get on Instagram. You'd be surprised. I've won a few knives on there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, maybe I'll spend I don't know. The last thing I think major purchase I made was my pair of 3, and it's 150
Yeah.
on that ish.
What do you think about the price on that, man? What do you think about the price of Spyderco's? You think they're fair, or you think you're just buying a Spyderco in the name?
I think honestly, they're almost on point. They're a lot more on point than Benchmade knives.
Agreed.
Throwing that out there.
Agreed,
Throwing
bro.
that out there.
Agreed.
I love Benchmade knives. I love my mini grip. I know the bug out. Well, the bug out I don't have anymore. We'll put it that way. But yeah, just they're more on point than a lot of knives out there. Cold steel knives. And I'm listing names that I know. Kubi, if anybody likes Kubi knives, here's
Dude,
one I got
Kubis are
on
sick. I saw that in your
yeah.
Daily Banger video, and I saw how
Yeah.
slick it was, and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. How much is that right now?
I think it's like 30 or 40 bucks, something like that. I forget offhand, but it's a good budget knife.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up there with a Rat 2, and
I love the Rat 2.
Yeah.
What's your preference in blade length usually?
3 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Anything
Is that
bigger than well, I could carry anything on. It's New Hampshire. I mean, I I can basically carry anything on me. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, 3 inches is nice. I do fire inspections for a living, so I don't tend to carry something that's gonna attract,
Yeah.
if I bust it out to cut, a tag off or something, I don't want you know, the people around saying, "Oh my God, look at that knife." No, I don't want that. So the para 3 stuff, things like the para 3, that size is about perfect for me.
Yeah.
When I go out hiking or go kayaking, or I'm going to be camping, I'm going to bust out. I'll be bringing my Cold Steel Recon 1, or
Nice.
something with a bigger blade. Yep. So that way, if a bear comes at me, I'll
Oh shit! Yeah, like maybe, right? Like maybe he might.
maybe.
I don't know. That's a little.
Might be shaking a little bit, but
that's like when I watch Joe Rogan. He's always like, monsters do exist. That's what his homie in Australia says that grizzly bears are. He's like, monsters do exist. Like grizzly bears, man, they fuck you up. Yeah, I'm mad into that like hunting stuff, man. I've never gone. The last time I fired a rifle, I was like 5 years old. I was in the Philippines.
Oh yeah, I'm not a hunter. I don't hunt at all. I'm with you. So
yeah, I mean, I just like being able to go out there and get something that is gonna feed like my girl and me for a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And the I've gotten into like fitness a lot lately, so I work out like 6 days a week, and I just love challenging myself physically, and it keeps the demons at bay. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like going on a nice hike and then like getting mad tired, and then you just feel kind of great, and then you see the scenery and all that. I'm into that, man. I'm into that stuff. What else are you into aside from knives, man? Like I see the Batman in the back.
I love. That's probably my favorite superhero. I'm into the superhero stuff, man. I'm a superhero
Are you
geek.
just like are you just into like the movies, or maybe like the animated films, or are you collector of comics or figures or anything like that? Like what?
When I was a kid, I used to collect comic books. I don't anymore, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I don't even know where my comic books went to. I probably have some really, good ones. Probably worth something now, but mainly movies. I mean, we go out, me and my boys. We watch Avengers. I say my boys, my kids. Watch the Avenger, all the Avenger movies. Yeah.
It's like me and my boys, and it's like, what's up, Dylan? What's the last one that you watched that you really liked?
Oh, geez. Endgame. The Endgame. That was great. That was fun. I'm looking forward to the new. I don't know if you watched the new Batman trailer with
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah. Honestly,
how do you feel about it, man?
Honestly, at first I was like, no, I don't know about all this. But then I watched that trailer. I was like, he did that little freaking combo scene. I was like, whoa.
And when he punched the guy to the ground.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
I was like, man, this is gonna get dark. I was talking to JT's Knife Life about Robert Pattinson, and like, so like my a lot of the girls I dated, and like my mom was mad into Twilight. She loves Robert Pattinson which my mom was like 70 years old, like like loves him and loves Twilight because of him. And like I always hated him in those movies. I've always hated that series. Like I'm not into that. But like I've seen him in other movies, dude. He's really, really good. Like in other movies, like he can actually act, this guy. So I'm hoping that, with the Batman, he's just going to play like a really troubled young Bruce Wayne that doesn't know what he's doing, and some fucked up shit is going to happen. And I'm hyped, bro.
It's all like the beginning stages. Even the villains, who was it? The Riddler, I think they got in it. Yeah.
The Penguin is in it, and it's Colin Farrell. I saw a picture of him, and it doesn't even look like him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Dude, that's wild, man. You got
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. I like the whole Christian Bale series Batman. That was pretty badass.
You know what I want to watch? Christopher Nolan's new movie Tenet. Like I haven't watched it. It only showed in theaters, and I was like wondering if it was gonna be good or not.
It's probably gonna be good.
Yeah, dude, theaters are like closing, man. Like Regal is done. All these small, like AMC is apparently next. So, my girl and I, Kelly, my fiance, we had the movie pass for AMC. So you're allowed to watch, I think, like 3 movies a week, including IMAX. And it was $19.99 a month. So we would go to a movie like every week. Sometimes we would watch 2 movies in a day because it's like
Yeah.
unlimited, right?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and now AMC's closing, so I was like, yo, do you want to risk like getting COVID and like watching a movie? No, because I'm out. She and
Put
I are
on the
working.
mask, man.
She and I are working every day, bro. Like she
Yeah.
works at Equinox. She's a personal trainer at Equinox, and like I work in a CBD shop that my family owns, and I'm out there 6 days a week. You know, I take care of my
Yeah. Yeah.
body. I fucking do all that. Like I truly believe that the country's got to open up because you know, like the consequences are starting to show. Like especially in New
Oh
York
yeah.
City. Like, you know,
Yeah.
when you go from 1 to 2 people begging on a train to like 10 people in one ride, it's
Oh my
getting
goodness.
pretty freaking crazy. So, you know, I do think that things should open up. But yeah, back to the movie theater thing. I was like, hey, you know, we should watch some stuff before. Like they said another 6 months. They think that like all movie theaters are gonna be like done. Like,
Really?
yeah, bro.
They need to do the back in the day, the drive-in movie theaters.
Yes, yes.
You
Comedians have been
know?
doing shows in drive-ins just like that, and I think one of the biggest ones was like 300 cars or something like that. That's
Oh
crazy.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
is
they just do
crazy.
like a big stage, and then people honk their horns to like applaud. It's like kind
Have
of
you have you have you ever been to one?
not a drive-through one, but I definitely love going to comedy shows. It's kind of like I love watching comedy podcasts. That's kind of like how I get my vibe in this one. I started
Yep.
studying like what the comedians are doing, right? And I'm like,
Yep.
okay, just be yourself and fucking talk about whatever. I think I'm a pretty funny dude and really laid back, easy to talk to. But
Yeah.
after doing that, I started getting to certain comedians, right? So my girl like bought me tickets to see Theo Vaughn, which absolutely hilarious dude. I went to see Brendan Schaub, and this is before the shutdown and all that. And I love it, man. I love it. But those
Oh
drive-in ones,
yeah.
I would love to go. It's just I don't think they
Dude,
have any here. Have you
I went
gone?
to one when I was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
The only I think I went to a couple. I don't remember when I was little, but the one I do remember was the first Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise when we had
Oh, you mean like a drive-in
yeah
movie?
yeah with
Wow,
the
that's
you had
sick.
the radio would play all the audio or whatever.
Oh
And
my
you
God,
sit
that's
there and
sick,
in your
dude.
car and just chill and just watch the movie on this huge. Have you
Whoa.
ever watched the movie Twister?
Yes,
You
yes,
remember when
with
the
Bill
Twister rolls?
Paxton.
Yeah. That twister rolls through the whole movie
Yeah.
screen. It's a
Mhm.
huge screen, and
Wow.
yeah, so it was pretty cool. I
Oh
mean, I remember that was a kid.
man.
I was thinking about. I was actually talking to my coworker the other day. I was like, man, that'd be
Dude,
badass if they brought those back. Because then
right?
you're in your car, you're not around people.
Hmm.
Bring them back.
I think that the problem is, and I heard some comedians talk about this on their podcast about the whole movie theater thing, is that like the problem is you're having these big blockbuster movies. I mean, Disney is gonna be fine. Like they're gonna make these Marvel movies and
Oh
put like
yeah,
hundreds of millions of dollars in it. They're gonna be fine.
yeah,
But other
yeah. They're gonna
movies,
be fine.
you know, it's like you're putting like 150 million dollars in it. Stars are getting paid 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollars to star in it, right? And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like it's not bringing in that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if a
yeah.
Marvel movie came out, right? Like a big one, like the Eternals or whatever. Like, did you see the cast for that?
No, I have not. Is
Dude,
Keanu Reeves going to be in that movie?
I
I
I
heard rumors.
I don't know. I think it was rumored he was gonna do some, but like Angelina Jolie is gonna be in it. Like all these
Yeah,
big
hell yeah.
names are gonna be in it. It's gonna be crazy. There's a new Blade coming out. There's like all this cool
Yeah.
superhero stuff. You ever watch Blade?
Oh yeah, yeah. The first one was the
Dude,
best one by far.
yes,
Wesley
with the
Snipes,
blood
dude.
rave.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Oh
I remember
shit.
I was like I think I was a teenager when that came out. I can't remember,
Yeah.
but man, it was I was like, whoa, I watched it over and over again. It was badass.
Dude, I have like I have like a pretty awesome but very embarrassing memory with that movie. So I watched it, right? I watched it with my dad, right? And then like there was this girl that was older than me. I think I was like 18. I was in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And I grew up here. So I came here in 1987 when I was around like 7. I was about to be 8 years old. And then I went back to the Philippines for maybe like a year. You know what I mean? In my teens. So I was like 18 and there was this girl. She's like 22 years old. She was hot. And I didn't have
Yeah,
money. I didn't have money, bro. And I was like living with my dad. So I was like, hey, do you want to come with us so you can pay for it? And we watched Blade 1, bro.
Hell yeah, nice.
Yeah, I fucked her later though, not that night, but
Hey,
later on. So it
yeah,
paid
that's
off.
what
Like,
counts. Yeah,
I had
that's
a
what counts, buddy.
she was like, your dad is really nice. Yeah, I never told that story in
Nice,
this
nice.
podcast before. It's so embarrassing. I
It's the
mean,
first for everything. It's the
yeah,
first for
that's like
everything,
a
buddy.
movie scene right there. It's like, yeah, hey, you want to go out to play? My dad's coming.
It's gonna be. He won't bother us. I promise.
Oh man, that's so funny. Like we didn't make out or anything, of course, but like,
Yeah.
she was like into the movie. Yo, by the way, do you know this guy?
Oh yeah, yeah. Tier one gears.
You know what's
Yeah, he's a cool
funny
dude.
is that's actually one of the reasons I also went after you, because I've been trying to get this guy on my podcast.
Oh yeah, he's a cool dude.
No, he is. And he was like, hey man, let's do it, right? But then like,
Yep.
some stuff happened, some personal stuff. So like I understand, but like I was like, hey, I can do Tuesday or Friday. Because
Yep.
dude, this week I did a podcast on Monday. And then I kept Tuesday open in case someone wanted to do it. And then Wednesday I was supposed to do another podcast with this guy that works at an outdoor shop here in New York City. They sell like James brand knives. They sell like Essie,
Nice.
knives and stuff like that. I wanted to talk to him to see what it's like working in an outdoor retail shop in New York City during the quarantine. And then
Yeah, that's
then I
super
had
strange.
you on Thursday, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
then so I was like, oh man, I'm kind of glad that the Wednesday got canceled. But yeah, he hasn't gotten back to me this week.
Oh, he will. He
So
will.
if you talk to him, just let him know, like, look,
Yeah.
listen, like he's not a psycho. He's actually pretty cool. He
He's
told
kind
me
of a weirdo, but
he's
just
like
ignore
he
that
told me
part.
the story about Blade and his dad. That's oh man.
Oh, it's all
Yeah, so
good, man. No, he's I mean, me and him have been back and forth on
Mhm.
Instagram and stuff, and on YouTube. He's a really cool dude. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's always commenting on my videos and
Mhm.
stuff and liking them. And he does great videos himself. I
He
mean, I remember when
does.
I first
He
started
does.
watching him, and every video he just keeps getting better and better.
Mhm.
So yeah, tier one gear and EDC reviews. That's
Yeah,
some good
that's
stuff
the
right
thing that
there.
I look for, man, is like if there is a lot of individuality in a
Yep.
content creator's stuff, like I just had Wayne Sharp World on here.
Yep.
You know him?
Well, I've watched a couple of his
Yeah,
videos.
like
Yep.
dude, the guy's never watched Wayne's World, and I thought like that was why he named
Really?
it that. And he was like, I've
Yeah.
never seen it. And his name is
Oh
Wayne.
man.
But I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Well, that's initially what I thought. I was like, oh, he
Yeah,
must love Wayne's World. I
me
mean, who
too.
doesn't?
But so
Yeah.
like yeah, like that's what I look for when I'm looking for guests when it comes to an up and comer is like one the creativity, right? And you've definitely got that, dude. Like the whole intro in the beginning, all that stuff, like definitely keep doing that. I
Nice.
like that
Thanks,
you're
man.
doing these not scripted anymore. Have you changed your gear, by the way? Like your audio sounds better now. I don't know if you've done something or
Yeah, I actually got a mic. I didn't get a brand new mic. It's actually one of my mics I found in my music equipment, and
oh
I actually,
nice.
yeah, I was like, oh shit, and I hooked it up to. I use this guy, a little iRig,
Oh
and
nice,
I don't,
man.
yeah, and it gives me. I mean, I can kind of throttle the compression and all that
Yeah.
stuff a little bit. So, and I've,
That's
I've had good feedback since.
I definitely I like it, man. I actually
Cool,
think
thanks.
my videos end up being too bassy. I don't have a lot of hardware. I just do everything on software to make me sound better. I'd sound just like a squeaky mouse probably.
Ah, man,
But
I know. I think it sounds great. Yeah,
oh,
it sounds
thanks,
good.
dude. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's definitely the thing that I look for when I'm looking for new people is one, work ethic, right? Creativity, individuality, if they've got that sort of like fresh new feeling. And yeah, I've been really happy with the people I've been getting on here, including you, man. You
Oh,
definitely if
yeah,
you keep
thanks.
going, um the future is gonna be good. That's just how I feel. I think with YouTube, dude, for me, I'm in the same circle of YouTubers like Patty's Potato Peelers, Zach Stuff, JT's Knife Life, Stasa. These guys are way bigger than me, but like my
Yep.
stuff didn't start popping off till right now. I'm like 4 years in. So
Yep.
definitely just if you do the work, like something's gonna pop off, something's gonna click with people, and that's what's gonna happen.
And I
If
think it's all about being part of the community too, man. It's like
yes, yes.
it's just it's I didn't realize how much of a community it is, and like it's crazy. Like, and everybody are like really cool, and they like got your back. Like the Man Cave EDC,
Yeah.
somebody's got an issue, like a personal issue, and we help each other out. Hey, let's talk through it. So, and
Yeah.
it's not just everyday carry stuff. It's you know
Right.
it's
Like
cool.
you
Yeah.
actually like make friends, you get some actual homies out of the hobby. And it's crazy
Yeah.
how I just saw a story today and I felt so bad for this guy. I think it's like his name is Gear of the Gorge. Like I don't know if you ever heard of him
Gear of the
on
Gorge.
Instagram.
No,
Dude,
no.
he like sold a CRK like Sabenza to somebody in like Canada or something that was like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm gonna send it to you through money order in the mail. And like this guy's just so trusting, just like most people in the EDC community. The dude like
Oh yeah.
scammed him
Oh man.
and then pretended to be another guy that said, hey, I think I know the guy who stole your knife, and he sold it to me, and befriended him. And like then later, because he posted it on his stories, like the whole progression of the story. Then later the guy was like, ha, I'm just kidding, I'm really the guy that scammed you, I'll sell you the knife back for $500. I'm like, what the
What?
yeah,
Yeah, that's
dude.
fucked up, man.
And I was like, but that just shows you like how decent like most of the people are in this community, and which is what really keeps me here, is how like kind of
Yeah.
like cool everyone is.
Yeah,
Is like
man.
this
Yeah.
guy modded a Sabenza, like custom. I forgot what he customized, but he did his own mods to it. It looked dope. Was gonna sell it to this guy, sent it in, and the guy was supposed to send a money order. The guy never sent the money. I mean, first of all, I wouldn't have done that. I mean, you got to be a little like I would have.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I
this
gotta know you for a
guy,
little bit.
such a kind-hearted guy, sent it, never got the money, kept pursuing it. Talked to this other guy who was like saying all this obscene shit to him, like, like he was calling him like the F word and shit, like
Oh
saying like
man, I was
mad
like, come
wild
on.
shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not talking about fuck. I mean, like, the one that we don't say anymore that was like,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
hear
he
you.
was
I hear
saying
you.
that. And this guy was being so like calm and collected and just saying, hey man, look, I just want the knife back. Like, it's okay. I'm gonna just forget the whole thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I felt so bad, bro. But that's just a
Damn.
testament to like how good people are in this community. Like there have been there have been so many people that told me, because when I was doing my videos in the beginning, any review would take me like 6 hours to edit it. I was doing so much cinematography and editing, and we'll talk about that, like what you do with your editing as
Yeah.
well. But
Yeah.
people kept telling me like, dude, you have something like going that no one's doing. Just keep doing it,
Yeah, totally.
And yeah, it was just people in the community that kept me here, man. What do you use to edit your stuff? I know you do some editing in the beginning.
Yeah, yeah. What the hell is that program called?
Is it on a
I'm
computer or
recording off my
phone?
phone. I do
Computer
it
or
off my
phone?
phone. I do it off my phone.
KindMaster. You have an
Nope, I have an
Apple?
Apple
Oh, Apple.
XR Pro or 11R Pro.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the one my girl has. I think it's dope. Good camera.
yeah, it's actually
I'm
surprised
trying
me
to
quite
think
a
of
bit.
what. Well, so you do
What the hell's it
everything on
called?
there?
Yeah, yeah. It's called. It's the one you got to pay for. It's the lines. I can't.
Starts
I'd
with an
have to.
L. Starts with an L.
I think so.
I
I
think I
think it
know
does.
which one you're talking about. I forget the name too, but I know it's a
Yeah.
good one. So like, do you just record your audio like through your phone? You plug in the mic through your phone, or you record it
Yep.
separately? Like,
Yep.
oh,
Yeah. Basically, I got them like right here. I've got my mic, so you can't see it. It's all hooked up. But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've basically I got it at yeah, just like a regular mic cord here. And I plug it
Yep,
in through here, and
yep. That's an
just goes.
XLR. Yep.
Yep, goes right to my phone. So it's basically all I do. As far as the music goes, I find different bits of music, and I've been kind of staying consistent lately with this one little riff I've
Yeah,
been kind of
yeah. It's
digging.
very chill, very laid
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Like a band almost. Kind of like
yeah,
when
yeah.
a band's like warming up, kind of like about to go. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it,
yeah.
man. I'm vibing to it. Where do
Cool.
you get your music from? Do you get your music from the YouTube library, or do you
Some
get
of
it?
them, yeah. Some of them I do. Actually, I do GarageBand off
Nice.
my iPad or my
Yeah,
phone, and I
and
come
just
up with
make
some
some.
stuff. But
Oh,
yeah, I
that's.
mean, yeah.
I was thinking
But
about that. if I should do that or not.
Yeah, it takes some time. I mean, if it's something, I mean, if you're creative, you can do it. So do it to it,
I
man.
used to be, so like my position, I was part of this DJ duo, right? Where like I was the guy that like would make the melodies, kind of like make the heart of the song, right? I would
Oh,
lay
yeah.
out a full track, and then like I would go to my partner who was like the sound engineer, basically. Like we would
Yep.
go through the song and be like, all right, we're gonna use this track here, and then he would start tweaking the stuff. So like I was the guy that would write it, but then we would finish it together. Usually that's how it
Yeah.
went.
Yep.
So yeah, it's crazy. Like I don't play any musical instruments at all. Like I don't even know how to read fucking notes, bro. I used to.
Nothing wrong with that.
I used to.
Nothing wrong with that.
I was.
It's all ear anyway. So
Yeah, exactly. Like I was in band for like the most obscure instrument like ever. Like I played the trombone. And I was like this small Asian kid, like bo, 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 you know,
nice.
all the way to like probably almost high school. I played for like 4 years, you know, like they wanted me to play at Carnegie Hall, and I was like, fuck that, I want to bang bitches, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I mean, come on.
yeah, I was like, Carnegie Hall, what are you talking about? Dude, it was a pleasure having you on, man. I hope that this was a good podcast experience for you. You know, we had some laughs.
Yeah, man. Good times, good times.
Yeah, is there anything that you would like to promote, or like where can people follow you?
Just basically Instagram, Shoe Monster Tech on Instagram. And I've got my link on there to my Shoe Monster Tech at Shoe Monster Tech. And then and I got a link on there for my YouTube channel, and that's really all I do. So
what's the other one? Man Cave EDC, is that just one word on Instagram?
Yep, the Man Cave EDC, and you'll find a collage of different photos from you know, all of us guys that are members in there, and you know, and we're progressing, and all of us throwing ideas how to get other people involved into the group as well. So,
what's the size of that page right now? Like, what follower count are you looking at? Is it like?
Oh, I think they're close. We're close to 1,000 on there. I can't remember.
How many members do you have?
Like 20, I believe.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
20. I was gonna say like, hey, why don't you guys all be on the podcast?
Yeah.
No, because I am thinking about doing some kind of group thing where I would have like a bunch of creators just like talk about stuff. One of my subs was like, why don't you guys all have like the same knife and you guys all give your points on it? And I was like, that's kind of crazy. I love it, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing a new thing right now. Have you ever checked out Blade Chops on Instagram?
I don't think so. No.
Dude, check him out. So what he does is he'll take like a shaman, and like he will chop the edge to like, he will chop the knife, like the actual blade, with like some tooling to like 3 inches, and he will also do the scale, so it's like scaled smaller. That's like his forte, and it looks so professional, and the knives look beautiful, right? So like that's what caught my interest with him at first, was like he was taking knives that I would never carry and like turning them into a carryable thing for my city, right? I had him on the podcast on Monday, and what I'm trying to do with him is I don't know, like this was one of the knives that we were talking about. Maybe like we would turn this ZT0055 into like a 3-incher. So he would chop down the scales as well as this to like maybe a Warney or a sheep's foot. And then Lindy Lou and Richie B, I don't know if you know them, they mod knives and scales. They do anno work really good. Then I would pass it off to them to do the anno work. And then Jared from Neves Knives will finalize and put an edge on it, because he's been
oh man, that's badass.
Yeah, and then what we would do is we would all get on the podcast and talk about how the process is like worked. Of course, we would make content on everyone's channel to show the process, but I've been trying to do like more group things with this podcast. I just think that it's becoming like something like more than it was. I think it's becoming this powerful thing, and I'm just trying to do something different with it for the community.
Yeah. That's awesome. Dude, that's awesome, man. Keep it up,
bro. Cheers to you, and thank you for staying in the community. Keep on going, bro. If there's anything I can do for you, anything that you want, if you want to promote something, if you just want to come back on here and talk, definitely hit me up on Instagram. We'll do something. Tell your boy I'm not crazy.
Oh yeah.
Right. Tell your boy. And yeah, man, everyone subscribe to Shoe Monster Tech on Instagram, on YouTube, the Man Cave EDC on Instagram. But this is your boy, Ray, and this is the EDCCP saying peace.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.